Hello, Virgo. Welcome back to the Souls in Stardust podcast channel. I am Shannon, and I am just going to do a love and relationship reading for you for the month of September. Since that is part of Virgo season, I'm starting with Virgo. And I already had some cards come out. We're going to put those there. We're going to start there, and then I'm going to pull from a couple of other decks just to see what's happening for Virgo for the month of September. So here we go. Flip these over. Okay, milk and honey in reverse. Chop wood. Carry water. So this is interesting. We are coming into energy that looks like you need to carry on doing what you're doing, Virgo, which you're very good at. Very set in your ways, set in your routines. But this is interesting energy, the milk and honey in reverse. Normally this is a card about tasting prosperity. It's an elephant that's bathing in milk and honey, and there's a rainbow. This is authenticity, or opportunities born out of authenticity, nurturing your abundance. But when it's in the reverse, this is about the energy of unease maybe, or you are turning to different kinds of escape to run away from what's really going on, Virgo. So maybe you have some concerns about your reality right now, or you're going through some difficult stuff. And this is love in relationship reading. So maybe you're in a relationship that's causing you a little bit of grief, or you're having some struggles. There's a lot of people going through struggles right now. And this card is telling us that there's escape or distraction can only get you so far. You're going to eventually have to address what's really there in your field, in your reality. And you might feel worse before you feel better, but once you do address what's going on, surrendering to it, allowing yourself to see what the lessons are, you can do so much more about your situation when you're not escaping it. So also, this is about you having faith. Like, I know Virgo energy can be very particular in wanting to do things their way, or needing to have the best way to do it the first time around, and feeling kind of like they have to be the one to figure it all out. This card is actually expressing that, Virgo, for the month of September, you're going to need to kind of surrender yourself to the divine to be led through whatever this is that you're experiencing, so that you can feel cared for and you can see the way forward without having to distract yourself. So the messages and the intuition and the possibilities for how you move through this arrive serendipitously to you, because you're allowing yourself the opportunity to give it all over to a higher power, to the universe, to help guide you through it. Yeah, so let's go to chop wood and carry water. This is a card about work. Like, this is about doing what you need to do in order to stay on task as things are kind of working themselves out. So it's about, instead of worrying about what has to be done in the future, or like worrying about what's going to happen in the future, this is, okay, what do I have right in front of me right now? So these two actually pair up really well, telling a story of, like, how are you escaping your reality? How are you not looking at what needs your attention? How are you leaking your energy in other ways, when really you just need to stay on task and be very grounded in your everyday experience? This is a card of telling you that there's nothing as important right now as just doing what you need to do day to day. So that's what you need to focus on right now. Get through each day. Do the things that you need to do in order to make sure your household runs, to make sure everything's going okay at your job, to make sure like you're showing up each day in this relationship for what it is in the moment. You gotta do the dishes, do the dishes. You gotta go grocery shopping, go grocery shopping. You gotta go to the family gathering, do that, right? Until you have a better idea of how you need to move forward, which those things feel like they're kind of locking into place over the course of this month. So you have to surrender to what is and just do your everyday task or tasks, and that's going to be good enough for right now until the answers arrive. And this third card is peace. And I love when this card comes up because it's really about coming to a place of freedom from attachment, and it can be radical acceptance. So this is a dove carrying an olive branch over an egg. Like, I always see the eggs as potential for new beginnings and rebirth. This is when two people are in true alignment with one another. It's just, you can't help but have harmony between the two of you. So don't distract yourself. Do what needs to be done each day to show up to this relationship. Or if you're not in relationship, just focus on what it is you want, like in your reality. Don't daydream about escapes or fantasy. Be very real with yourself about like what's practical, what you want to experience, and then just show up every day to your life for that day and do what's needed to be done. And then the outcome of this is eventually coming into alignment, better alignment. Maybe you get the answers that you need for moving forward. Maybe something shifts between the two of you if you are in a relationship where you experience better alignment, better communication, more harmony, and you're able to really work through these things together. I tell you what, this card though signifies that as you do your work, like, it's hard to tell the difference between you and the other person, right? You become not enmeshed, but it's so harmonious that it's like where one begins, the other one ends, and vice versa. So it's like this melding or blending that happens in a harmonious way. I'm going to draw a couple more cards from our Your Girlfriend's No Bullshit Love Oracle for you. What does Virgo need to know for September for love and relationship? What's going on for Virgo? What's going on for Virgo? Sometimes, and as you guys know, the way I shuffle and draw cards, I ask if the cards pop out. I rarely ever pick them from the deck myself. So we're going to see what Spirit has to say for Virgo. What does Virgo need to know? Oh, here we go. Ooh, okay, there's two actually that are stuck together. Let's get one more for Virgo. Here we go. Okay. All right, so what do we got here? Well, this is romantic AF, right? So the heart is stirring right now. If you're in a new relationship, maybe you're impatient for things to get going. Maybe you're like daydreaming about all this stuff that's supposed to come in the future. You just need to like hold on, like come back, stay grounded, get grounded in reality, show up every day. But this is some good energy, romantic energy, and potentially leading to like soulmate stuff here. Well, it could be soulmate stuff already, but and for some of you, I do feel like there's this dichotomy. Like, some of you are really, really struggling with having to make a choice and not knowing how to do that because you don't have the answers. This is the hard pass. This one's not for you. And this goes with, oh, there's two here. Haha. There's some toxic stuff going on, so pay attention to unhealthy patterns, yours or another's. So I feel like, Virgo, some of you have been presented with information that has you thinking like, okay, what do I need to do about this? Or I'm not actually happy in this and I'm fantasizing about some other reality, or I'm escaping so I don't have to deal with it. But this is telling you, you got to show up, you got to be patient for the answers to arrive, but definitely there's a reason why you're feeling this way. And you have to address that. You have to be very present to that, and you have to be very grounded in your process. But as you do that, you come to this place of peace. And maybe that means you're letting somebody go so that something new can come in, or that you spend some time alone. For others of you Virgos, you got some good stuff going on here where you just need to come to a place of being really grounded in what it is, as opposed to putting maybe like an idealistic spin on it, right? Like see the person for who they are, not for how you're idealizing them. And then for all of you, don't settle. Ask the universe for what you truly want. Okay, that's really, really important for all of us. I'm going to ask for what else for Virgo? What else for Virgo? This is our Quickies deck, which is used as a clarifier. What else for Virgo? Step it up. Okay, this could be you taking responsibility for how you are leaking your energy around certain outcomes, or being distracted away from your reality. Step it up in terms of like showing up every day to do your tasks. And this also could be step it up in terms of like, actually what I'm hearing is like, you actually have to really be thoughtful about what you want in a relationship, in this relationship, and how might you be settling. So for some of you, your soul is really telling you something's off and it's not harmonious, and you want to get to that harmonious state. It may be that you can't get there with this person. And so you take this for what it is, how it resonates for you. I'm gonna just have one more. There we go. It's a slippery slope. Okay, so for some of you, this is definitely a message of like, heed what your body is telling you. Heed what you're feeling intuitively in this situation. What you need to do, though, is probably not something that you're going to come up with on your own. It's going to be like a revelation to you. And for you to get there, you're going to have to say, okay, universe, show me the next right step in this. And I will show up for my work every single day in all of this until I have that epiphany. And I just saw 11:44 on my timer, and that's a magic number for me. So that's good. So just be very thoughtful, Virgo, about what you want and what you need. And I'm going to actually pull an affirmation card for you. So the month of September, it sounds like it's going to be a little bit of like chop wood, carry water kind of work for you, Virgo. And that's okay. That's not necessarily a bad thing. I am healing from the past. Maybe this is about you discovering what kind of patterns you have. That card didn't come up. Oh yeah, unhealthy patterns did come up. Maybe this is you discovering how that's being brought to the surface for you and the ways you get to address it that are different from how you used to, which is the healing aspect of all of this. All right, Virgo, that's the month of September for you, for love and relationships. I wish you all the best, and we will catch you very soon.